What was I doing? Dark quest? Stop the deviants. Breathe. Who are there? Basically, the bar is a little bit troublesome. The ogre, not so much. Do I have any forces here? Ah, I'm green. Right, these are my forces. No, these are allied forces, I think. Right. What's the difference between those and mine? White flags with green borders. Green flags with yellow borders. Right. Okay. Closely matched should be our easy victory. Yeah, I think we were in attack range from a couple of enemy cities, and then we have to defend this. So it's basically... This is basically the optimal end result. They attack with their hero too, I think. No. Not quite that lucky. But it'll be a huge drain on their resources at the including casting at the same time when I'm about to attack their sides. Right. A lot of teleporting guys, a lot of flyers. A lot of this firebombing shit. I do mean a lot. And what are my casting options? I can maybe try to disable one of the range units. I can try to banish their creature. Do I have a hero here? 2. Casting should be cheap for me, expensive for them. Okay, my goal is to get rid of the Eldritch Horror by casting it, banishing it. The fire is the real problem. Who has fire immunity? Not really anyone. Not Flamers probably have it, right. So it's gonna be an exchange of shots. Right, this doesn't actually look that bad. We need to spread things out a little bit so we don't eat so many fireballs at the same time. I can curse them a little bit, I might be able to charm someone, so yeah, this doesn't look bad at all. He's a combat version, right. Minus 500 to their morale. Oh, we see your morale, by the way. It's actually not good at all. It would be catastrophically bad if I do that. At the same time, the Eldritch Horror is my biggest worry, really. I can attempt to banish it 4 times. It'll still take damage if it doesn't get banished. 15% chance! Yeah, this is a shitty spell. Incredibly bad. I don't think that's a good use of our casting power. Yeah, take the morale negative. 1 in 3 chance of being affected at all. This isn't particularly good either. I mean, if you have a huge amount of points you want to waste, go ahead, but well, to be fair, it doesn't look like we have great choices no matter what we do. So yeah, it's going to, yeah, I think we still want to attack him. It'll take a decent amount of damage even if it doesn't get vanished. And it's a big worry for me, so... On the other hand, most of the fighting will be against these guys, and the morale can basically fuck them up real good. They have enough morale that it would be slightly negative. It'll be a burden, but not a huge one. Vanish it is. Let's stick to the plan. Might get lucky. I think... No, this is a terrible idea because they have the magical beings. Yeah. Shit. They'll basically just heal him up. And there's so many of them, much more than I have at vanishing attempts. So this was not a good idea at all. This is where I need the most range power. If I go into height, I'll just make myself a big target for their fire attacks. Don't think it can really be helped. I'm going to trigger the morale collapse on the next turn. It will probably at least be somewhat useful. This will not. Yeah. Unless we get the instant death, it's a waste of one effort. I wish I would have known that before I researched the spell, because it's practically worthless. I can spend a huge amount of energy to dispel something that's trivial to kill, and I have a 50% chance of that. Alternatively, have basically no chance to dispel anything good. So yeah, what we fucking do. Got the main target. And very low morale can be a huge pain in the ass. I doubt it'll play a major role. At most, it'll mean that they won't be quite so lucky. I doubt they'll fumble too much. Targets here. We need to get rid of the fire throwers. They're fairly squishy and they are a huge problem. I probably should think about this a little bit. I need to cover flyers too, but I can't because of the fire bombs. Can't move quite so much anymore. Right. It's not like I'm going to make it easy for them. If they charge in here, they're pretty much dead. Bigger picture is how are we gonna deal with these fuckers? Who gets to shoot what? Basically, I need to know. I have some kind of an idea how much damage we can do. It's the range guys have to be the primary target. We have to be able to win that fight. I can throw 3 bombs at them, and I think I need to throw the 3 bombs at them. See where we are after that. If they kill me, the door will just close. Okay, they'll be weak enough that I can take them out with a single shot in some cases. Yeah, one other bomb and it's pretty much guaranteed. So, I might be able to get 2 guys to shoot. Make it count. Well, I might not get a kill out of this, but someone's gonna have to shoot it. It's 2 apprentices down. They could have teleported inside and they do have the bomb, so still a good kills for me. And we still have to wait. They can't really threaten anything too vital at the moment. The teleporting sons of bitches can. But overall, I think we're in a fairly good spot. Cosmic Spray, that's a good one. Yeah, 3 losses, but they're units that are basically trash. Expendable, really. This is gonna hurt though. Or not. I would have thought the war machines would be more vulnerable to him. They tend to be to electrical damage. My leader must have a protection that they provide. Stun! Oh yeah, I forgot about the stun. Oh, that's why you killed that apprentices first. Everyone have static shield. Shit. We can do an assassination strike. Yeah, the apprentices have to go. They're just way too dangerous with the stunning attack. I'm thinking of trying to tie down some of their melee units. Free attack. Yeah, take it. They can ignore these guys or fight in front of our range weapon users, so either way they're not in a good place. Might be able to, well, a reasonable chance to take control of a draconian flyer. Alternatively, shoot at someone. A single shot at someone. I think I'll try to charm. Why do I have a... does the... range... it's probably the defensive stance that makes this hard to try to charm. Do I have any other range attacks? Mosquito dart, fuck. This would have actually been very good. Can I get another attack? Who else can shoot? These two have to die. I need to basically see who can do anything to them though. Might have alternative ways to more effective ways. I think mosquito darts might be enough to kill him. Not quite, but we would get very, very close. Then pretty much anything would kill him. He's actually the best target to shoot at anyway. 9 points of damage. You can do 9 points of damage, can't you? Potentially. This is not something I want to leave a chance though. You could guarantee the kill or do a huge amount of potentially kill 2 guys. Okay. Not bad. Ooh, wrong target. Oh, yeah, I didn't pay attention to this. Might be able to kill these. Well, we have to attack no matter what. Which means you can shoot. There are no real great targets for us to shoot at though. If I move, I'm done for. Okay, I think I'll take a chance. Can I cast my way out of this? Yes. Do it. I can't risk the stunning effect again. Don't want fire bombs either. Flyer is starting to be a bigger threat at this point. Is that it? Right, doesn't look that bad anymore. This Eldritch Horror, that's the real problem. We'll kill the Firebomb guys and the other trash on the next turn. Leave the Eldritch Horror for last. Hopefully it'll go after something weak. Yep. Minimum damage. No, below minimum damage. Below minimum damage again. At least we got something out of that. And we're almost dead. Thanks for the extra flyer. We don't really have any enemies here anymore. Flint. So, and it's gonna be a big pile up on the Eldritch Horror now. Although it can breathe lightning, we have to be somewhat careful with that. I want to pull back away from it. It has a tremendous amount of melee damage at this point. And then kill him. This guy is dead no matter what, but it might be better used against that. And only get a single shot out of this guy. It's not gonna do almost that much damage to Eldritch Horror, might be better used on him. It's not gonna do damage to anyone. Fuck! Look at that. Explosive death. Well. Spread about a little bit. I would assume he's gonna attack us here. Probably breathe lightning. Fuck. What happened? He killed the hero. Right. So... right. Dispelled the charm exactly at the correct moment. That's, at best that's like a 50-50 chance. Those haven't been going my way, those coin flips. Probably a repeat of the same fight. Right, those, but I can't even recall the last time some of those abilities worked for me. But yeah, I honestly didn't consider that option. Usually, because he doesn't usually use spell casting during the fight after the initial burst, so I sort of assume he can't cast anything all that interesting. Obviously, I was wrong. So we retried. What could you cast? Blind? Yeah, that's not all that useful. Couple of shitty effects. 3 guys out of how many? Couple of dozen. I mean, dozen plus. Probably around dozen. Yep, dozen guys. Below average. 4 should be in the norm. More or less this fight should go pretty much like the previous fight. I mean, it can't really go any other way. I just can't do all the many things here. Some kind of range attack from the wall, I guess. Try to get the apprentices. Apprentices first. Bomb throwing sons of bitches are dangerous, but nothing compared to the apprentices. They can do the same thing plus stun. If I get stunned at a critical moment, it's all over. So it was already pretty bad with the how I left one of my main heroes open to attack. I wish the catapults or trebuchets would have an area of effect attack of some sort. I mean, the most obvious thing would be the firebomb type of attack. I mean, why wouldn't they be able to fling jars of flammable things instead of rocks? That should be an easier thing to do. Right, and it has to be mosquito darts. Do they have a target to shoot at though? Why didn't they attack more aggressively? I can prevent them from coming in by trying to curse him. Even if he fails, they'll not be able to come inside. Right. Can't shoot at all that many apprentices. Just spellcast him away. These are terrible hits, but these are just shit compared to the apprentices. I at least have a chance to survive them. I do not have a chance to survive the huge amount of stunning effects. 5 points of health? Well, almost anything can do that. Do they have the range? You have the range. Even a bad hit against an apprentice is better than nothing. It's also something they can't heal. I'm checking the damage I can do different targets. Around 10 to 15 and 17 to 24. I might be able to take down something like a flamer. One point of life. Well, sometimes that's the way it goes. Don't want to go there and take a hit. I think we have enough melee fighters here. Not sure if we have enough on this side. This was a problem the last time. Got the cosmic spray again. I think that's... yeah, sorcerers get to develop that. And... immolated and stunned. Shit. I can't survive this. Well, luckily only one got stunned. But they have too much melee power here now, so I don't know if I can get rid of it. Basically meaning I can't get rid of the apprentices either. Yeah, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, what to do. Static shield on the wisps makes attacking it very undesirable. I think I threw some hatchets at it the last time. Now it's too well protected for that. Also, it had a massive amount of physical protection. There would be some riskier things we could attempt. I think so. We need to keep the eye on the ball. If these survive, we're gonna be fucked anyway. What to shoot at? Goddamn son of a bitch. They just aren't good choices to take down some of these targets. I need to always keep in mind that the apprentices are the main obstacle I have. Please kill it. The entire stack. 3 points. That's something doable. This guy's dead, no matter what I do, but it might still take out that one before it dies. Alright, so no more stunning effects. I need to tie down these flyers anyway. Wait. I could attempt to take control and charm someone. It's a bit risky though. I could also use the damage. I think I need melee attack power. Yeah, I need to kill the Draconian Flamer. Yeah, it's not gonna cost me too much. It's a small thing, but it'll constantly be throwing a decent amount of damage my way. It's just, it's a lot of damage to use on something that basically has 1 hit point. But it'll throw another bomb. So, one less bomb to deal with. You can't be within melee range of that, and then there's the fire. Good luck getting Trying to charm him now would be incredible waste. If I go there, he'll get a flanking attack, and I'm not sure if I can survive that for level 6 hero. What can you reach? Everything. So I'm not sure, sort of a waiting stance is gonna do us all but not good either. I need to... it's a waste if I don't basically attack something. Mosquito darts are definitely the best option to take, but it doesn't do much. We could maybe play those flyers out of the fight. They're not gonna die, but they can't move either. Right, the orcs will kill them if they move. Luck to the rescue. We lost the apprentices. Flyers tried to move or attack, either way they're dead. Things don't look that bad for us. I want to take the attempt to charm the flyers, because we are taking a lot of casualties. If I can replace them even if with a single flyer, it's a huge benefit for me. There would be ways to lower his... increase our chances to do it, but I don't think we have the luxury to try it, so... 40% chance, coin flip. Did not work. They won't get that many attacks though, so we'll be fine. Yeah, the Shaken is still minus 400 to their morale. Okay, what can we do? They have to die, they have to die. And we can heal a little bit, but honestly not that much. This will be getting their attention shot. Same here. Got that again. Doesn't matter with these guys though. We need to reduce it to the Eldritch Horror. Doesn't matter how good your unit is against these chain lightning. Against these odds, they're still gonna lose. Didn't even kill that one. We'll not be able to get out of this without any further casualties. I don't think healing will make much of a difference, so I think I'll just skip that. We need maximum amount of damage. They don't have any kind of defensive shielding. I need to get as many flanking shots as I can. So we're gonna alternate our attacks. maximum level. Important victory. Right. This is assuming the half a dozen cities, the very generous estimate of half a dozen cities. This is still a decent amount of production, especially since they probably came out of the eastern side cities only. We're not doing good. On the other hand, we have acceptable teams that can move out. No, a team that needs to absolutely get the fuck out of here now. Yeah, I think I'll let's see. What happens now will decide a lot. I still have a little bit of magic left. Red Siege is prepared on something apparently. Okay, what the fuck is going on? I'm sure this is all going according to some kind of a plan. Not sure why my troops aren't there. Okay, they're moving there. Yeah, I haven't played in a couple of days, so I have no recollection of what... Well, actually I have played the game, but in the earlier campaign. All friendly units in the target city's domain are invisible. Hero slaying ability. I'm apparently not too interested in constructing my warlord units, more like unit upgrade spells. A little bit of a healing magic wouldn't hurt. It's not that expensive either. We have a decent amount of casting power. Extra XP for killing enemy units is not gonna decide this. Resurrecting heroes is sort of pointless since we can't afford to lose any. Healing showers maybe. Simply because healing spell. It's not maybe not the best one, but it's the one we've got. Ooh, we have this fighting stack. Right. Don't think these guys have any other purpose other than just keep on fighting. Not sure if I should initiate, because I'll repair after the turn ends. On the other hand, they'll have a miracle advantage after that. It looks like frigates. They'll lose, but it'll be close. How much can they move? 32. No, okay, they're not doing anything. This was the first attack we can do. You motherfuckers. You might want to fight on water actually. We'll drain the city out of defenders through this. It might benefit them more than it benefits me. Doesn't particularly matter. Can I repair the ship now? Galleon warship. Right, let's see. Do I want to kill him or do I want to heal my own guy? I think I want to kill him and heal. I should... I'm not sure if they can even attack me on the next turn. Yeah, they just don't have the reach. Okay. No casualties, easy victory. Might be able to annoy me a little bit, but this is just a warm-up for the next round. You attack? No, but you can probably shoot that son of a bitch. The robots are pretty much impervious to counterattacks. I don't care who gets the experience. Much more important to maintain our own units in good condition. He'll teleport to us, do a little bit of damage, and that's the end of it. I think I can heal that to some extent. At least so much that it doesn't matter in the city fight. It's very close to a level up. So she inflict noxious vulnerability, but not that useful. Still, it's the safest path. Right, and I can at least do this. And he doesn't have the casting power to support any of these. Well, he can use his bunnies to attack me, but that's not gonna go far. They have a stunning son of a bitch and a stunning son of a bitch, very likely. Because they're all support, inflict stun, so they could be potentially very troublesome. Do you have fireball? No. I'm gonna try to flashbang them. We need to prevent them from trying to take us out. Which one is worse? You're worse. Blinded for 2 turns. Toadstool Fairy will not survive. And I don't want to make these guys vulnerable. Inflict stun resisted. Excellent. Well, they can still stun, but they'll be melee. Correction, they can attempt to try to stun. Only if they get a chance to attack back. Will heal that one. They're tied up, so we'll just finish them with the eagles and range combat. Fucking stun. That can be somewhat annoying, but it's not enough. Yeah, because they lost that one. Clarissa Forge's Smite is on maximum level. Excellent. We didn't just do anything else here. That's a good buff to take, but not really. Means we can just can continue moving forward. No hesitation, just push forward, forward, forward. Wall climbing might not be a terrible idea to have on the hero. Tunneling? Not on this mission. Animal Fey Monster Slayer. Inflict Immolation. That's somewhat annoying. Okay, is it melee and range attacks can inflict immolation? Yeah, that's actually quite nice. Guardian Flame would protect from fire and heal. I'm looking for healing abilities in general. Mainly because just having it means that you don't have to have any kind of a healer in your crew. But the robots handle that at the moment. Inflict Immolation on the other hand. I like that. Because, not because really of the extra damage, but the debuffs it causes. I'd like to say I'll save the point, but we're not gonna get any more level ups this time. Vision range upgrade. I'm more or less moving blindly here. Halflings. No. Yes. And it's basically had everything already, so we just need. We could release it as a vassal. That way I wouldn't have to maintain an army here. More or less, I wouldn't have to waste resources here. If they would upgrade on their own. It keeps them a little bit more vulnerable. But honestly, I don't think that matters here. We're gonna fight in other areas. Eagle's Nest. Please, Eagle's Nest. The only weakness of this place was that it couldn't produce the eagles. Now it can. We're pretty sure there's some kind of a force up here, so we should aim for that first, even though the attacking forces are coming clearly from the southeast. I at least need to know what they have. I think there's a border there, for example. So this is the more immediate threat overall. Well, at least I think it is. Doesn't look like it though. You're the ones who are going to kill this one, right? Okay, now it it all becomes clear. It's a fairly insignificant force, this is an overkill for it. But at least we'll succeed in the mission. Ah, and the second city, right. And you. What to do with you? Do I really want to fight the other ships though? I mean, it makes moving around a little bit safer for me, but the ships aren't the things that matter. I probably should move to counter the troops moving around. Yeah, a little bit of help here would go a long way. For example, we need to move these things the first thing on the next turn, otherwise the ship crew is gonna get murdered. Yeah, a couple of extra warships here to clear out the pathway wouldn't hurt. Alternatively, try to protect any reinforcements moving around here. It will certainly protect this city too. Yeah, the ships are a distraction, we should not focus on fighting them. We'll attack them if we get openings, but they cannot be the focus. Also, it's a bit risky going there. I don't think we'll get another opportunity like this. Right. A probable victory. I would say it's pretty much guaranteed victory. They have one stunning guy and that's about it. We have 2-to-1 advantage on numbers after that. Don't get stunned. What? Okay. There's not much we can do here. Doesn't make sense to use these buffs at the moment. We could try to berserk one of their own, I suppose, but 25% chance that'll go our way. I suppose if we're desperate enough. We'll have to spread around a bit. We are going to have to take another turn of them being able to fire at me. I don't see any way around that particular little thing. Just need to make sure. I don't want to go too close. It will still hurt them. Hurt their damage output. They'll do a little bit less because of the range modifier. Not sure how much it'll matter, but it will matter. Although I do actually need to be able to make the attacks on the next turn, so that's more important. I need to be able to tie them down fairly well. At the same time, the rest can provide cover from their own flyers. We need to cast something. Defenses the resistances when guarding, and we are going to guard. This guy is the most vulnerable, so right. Good choice, good choice. He's also less likely to get stunned. I absolutely have to tie you down. There's a couple of ways to do it. We don't have to attack and risk getting stunned. I'd like to flank that one. But flanking attacks only if possible. We won't be able to do much. And we will be in a position to engage no matter what the target is. To kill him with a spell might be worthwhile. Distance doesn't mean much here anymore. He's going to hit with full power no matter what we do. I think it's more important to prevent him from doing all that much. I'm not gonna even directly attack him at all. I want to maintain my defense bonuses. What I want to do is make moving for him incredibly painful. I can force him to move to either side, but then two guys will basically get a free attack on him. And he won't be able to shoot in the side next. Jesus fuck, I'm explaining this wrong. He needs, if he moves more than one, he won't be able to shoot anymore. So he basically can't shoot no matter what he does, as long as these two stay alive. If he tries to move, we'll just get 3 hits on him and he still won't be able to move. So he's out of the fight. These are the troublesome ones. I don't want to really risk getting stunned here. He just can't move. He's basically fucked. He knows he's fucked. We'll just blank everything. This is why I hate flying units. They're just too goddamn good. We can basically ignore that one for now. Just want a single strike on him. Right, we can attack, there's no real danger. Again, if he moves 2, he's basically unable to fire anyway. Right. You are too strong. I mean, she's a woman, isn't she? You're too strong. Roger is dead. Carl doesn't want to help me with his Nagas. And you have taken too many of my cities. I could drag this on, but if you promise me and my people safe passage, we will leave and never return. It is done. Roger lies dead and the Draconians are defeated. The lands are safe and the halfling people are united once more. I can only hope that Ali and Ham are successful in their endeavor. Did I win? I was expecting for a brutal crunch to swim against the enemy tides there to get a big victory. You should go to them. They will need your help. If what Ham said is true, then they will need all the aid that we can offer them. I will remain here and pick up the pieces. I have taken my revenge, but there is much left to be done. Clarissa. Dear Lord, my head. What did I do last night? You chaps sure know how to throw a party. Are you okay, Clarissa? You're looking a little green. Nothing a hair of the dogs can fix. Still must be up. The hounds will need feeding and get awfully fussy in the mornings. Tulip. Yes, Tulip. My reaction is Camille's reaction. Just say nothing. Yep. Holy shit. Did not expect to win this time. I'll take it. 58 turns. If there's one lesson I should be taking from this, is the first 20-30 turns are basically what decide how the campaign is gonna, or the map is gonna go. You cannot do the let's play an adventure game with our heroes tactic. That will lead to catastrophe. It's not something like you can't win the scenario, it's just it's going to drag on and it can become fairly brutal at times. Not sure if that's necessarily a bad thing, but that's how it goes. At the same time, I should try to get scouts out immediately and try to keep them alive. I just too much bumbling around blindly. Also, items are tend to be shit, even literal buckets of monkey poop at times, so you just can't rely on certain treasures to see you through these. Uh, I've been playing the earlier campaign a little bit, trying to go with the evil faction. More or less what it reminded me of though is that if there's something that's basically a map deciding that you can find from those little sites, it's actually spells. You can get tier 4 units summoned through spells, dragons, things like that if you're lucky. Even if you're a little bit less, even if you don't get that, a level tier 2, tier 3 unit that you can just keep summoning, it's a massive difference in how you can operate in the map. Because usually, at least I'm in this situation where I have a massive excess of mana that I can't basically spend anywhere. So this would be at least a full stack of tier 4 units here that we could utilize immediately. So it's not the items are good and make a difference, but you need to have something like epic, legendary or mythical to get items that really make a difference. Spells on the other hand, even no matter what the site, really can be a huge game changer. Yeah, let's just continue. I'll stop at the start of the next map.
With Roger and his Nagas defeated and Camille's concession, I have become the ruler of the Heartlings of Ampost. But I have very little time to celebrate my victory. Ham and my sister have travelled southeast along the Serpentine River to investigate troubling rumours that Karl Hushwig, another member of the Order of Keepers, is attempting to unlock the Seals of Power. I heard tales of the seals before, of course. All Halfling children had. Mysterious structures constructed by Merlin to hold back a great and terrible evil. They turned up in so many children's stories that everyone had thought that that's what they were, stories. That they could be real, could actually exist and be on this isle. It is unthinkable, but think on it I must. Could the old rumours have been true? The Heartwood massacre all those years ago? Were they really looking for the seals? Was my entire race brought to the brink of extinction for a fairy tale? I will know the truth of this. I will raise an army and move to offer support. The Hearthlings have stood isolated for long enough, and it's time for us to take back our place in the world before one of our own plunges into chaos.
Considering the other DLC, I assume something happens with the seals. I'm not sure if this is referring to the shadow creatures that are in one of the expansions, the second game, or is this just the undead? Something has to happen for the undead to be a real faction in this world again.
While the battle rages for New Aldor, my sister Ali has joined Ham to investigate the rumours that Karl Hushwick is attempting to unlock the mystical seals of power. These ancient structures hold back a terrible evil that cannot be allowed to escape.
Deathmarsh. Right. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the undead. Might not. Get to play a sorcerer. In the first game, sorcerer with the Chaos Rift is basically unstoppable. Or I think something like 4 turns, it rains lightning bolts on the enemies and summons up void creatures, something like tier 3 enemies on in random locations that you can use to attack the enemy. The only real reason not to use it is that it uses up a decent amount of mana, and if you use it on a city, your relationship with that race is gonna turn to shit. So, but as a power spell, that's how powerful it is, it really has no competition.
My sister Ali is following the river deep into the jungle. At some point she will come to New Heartwood, scene of the massacre but a few short weeks in the past. I shudder to think what they shall find there. How many bodies staring blankly into the sky? How many children? Ham told us more of the keepers. He explained how they long struggled to hide the locations of the seals from outsiders, lest they try and unlock the awesome powers they hold back. He admitted that the keepers themselves were the target on the night of the Heartwood massacre 57 years ago. And he breaks down as he admits New Heartwood fell for similar reasons. A magical, tainted gem was given to him for safekeeping by a human sorceress. A gem that might unlock the seal's power. A gem that raiders would come looking for. A gem he left with Carl Hushwick for safekeeping. He laments that the whole situation is his fault, and I find it hard to muster more than token disagreement. But dwelling on the past accomplishes nothing. We will rebuild New Heartwood, find Hushwick and recover this gem. If we find those responsible for the colony's destruction, we'll deal with them as well. The Keepers have failed in their sacred mission, and it is up to us to put it right again.
Fair enough. Are the Nagas an actual playable race? A lot of combat abilities and spells have useful effects even okay. So when it says press something to continue, it meant that it's gonna continue anyway if you press something or not. I do hope they have something of a response to the Chaos Rift thing. It's actually hard to reach when you're the sorcerer, but if you are a secondary hero it's much easier to reach. We would be reaching something around level 12 on this scenario though, so that's not enough to get a Chaos Rift spell on a secondary hero. I think you need to be somewhere around level 15 before you can get it. We're approaching New Heartwood now, or what's left of it. This place brings back many memories, and none of them good. They fell upon us without warning. Orcs, goblins, it was chaos. They came searching for secrets, but they didn't find any. They destroyed everything, burned it all down. Now those secrets are all we have left. But Carl stayed behind to guard what was left, and now? What has happened to him? What could have driven him to turn against us? I don't know. He refused to leave, said he had to save as many of us as he could. Many people owe their lives to what he did on that day, but his heart turned dark, evil. I suppose I was so used to keeping secrets that I was blind to what he'd kept hidden from us. Yeah. That's somewhat unbelievable. Usually these games want to do some kind of a little bit of a twist. If I'd have to guess at this point, I guess Ham's the real one who betrayed them or something. Or the guy here hasn't turned on anyone, he just isn't in any way in charge anymore. That would be the simpler explanation. How do we know that Carl is... It doesn't fucking matter though. I suppose I'm mentioning it because I'm not basically leaving myself in a position where any one of these can backstab me. I'm assuming they're all potential backstabbers. Well, we're back now and we're going to get to the bottom of all of this. We'll save our settlers until we can set up base camp in the ruins of the colony, then spread out and search the jungle for him. Yes, you're right of course. We need only follow this river a little further. The ruins of the 3 outposts that formed the New Heartwood colony should be visible from the water. So follow the river. I would have liked to see what that was. Okay, we have a Wisps. Does he have the shock shield? Static shield, the most annoying thing ever. He does not have the hit points to use it though. Well, he might. Physical protection means double. Yeah. Against purely physical attacks he has it. So. It's our scout, we can't lose that. What do we have? Basically have settlers. Ooh, theocrat. That's a healer. For all practical purposes, I think we should combine the heroes. I mean, the settlers are not gonna survive just because the hero is escorting them. So, yeah, oh, farmer. I don't like farmers. They have a single shot. They're not terrible, yes, maybe, but we'll do a little bit of a switcheroo here. Protect Ham, stop Carl, finding hardwood. Just checking, do we have skills to put somewhere? Fast healing. We need Hambinger to level up a little bit very quickly. He'll probably get some kind of healing ability, which means I don't have to have any kind of a healer in the group. She will never get anything on the healing front. Right. I'll make the choices then when I actually start to play the scenario. So far, it doesn't look like we can do much. Follow the river was the order, so although there might be interesting things in the sides, I guess we basically want to avoid it. And seeing how the huge snake just slithers past us, I'm not so sure I'm comfortable with sending the scout to do any scouting really. I think that's just gonna end up costing me the scout. So more or less we're just gonna do this, add the scout to this group. If it gets even a little bit of a level up, it's actually fairly good because it will get the hit points it needs. Yeah. True sight, vision rate upgrades. So if we get it to somewhere around elite, it is truly a useful unit. Champion, it starts to be extremely good. Because the only weakness it really has is the low hit points. And every champion gets plus 10 hit points no matter how much initial hit points they have. So for him, yeah, that's basically getting something like a 50% increase in hit points with physical protection of 60%. That's something a good tier 2 unit might have. And they wouldn't have the static shields and all that. So he just needs a little bit of help, and he has the melee power and the health points to actually be very, very good.